So let me ask you this, guy. I saw you wrote a Facebook post about this earlier. And we're looking at like protein content, right? Like I've always been a big believer, and it depends at like kind of what my goal has been, but it's usually between 1 to 1.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight. And I guess when you look at it, what's been, the recommendation that we should see based on our goal of like what our protein content should be?
Most studies show around zero point 0.8 grams of protein per pound of lean body mass. So let's say someone is 250 pounds, but they're overweight or obese, and their lean mass is 180 or 200. That will be the number we want to calculate, and not the 250, right?
Right.
Now, with all that said, what we do with clients is we get in blood work, and that helps us also identify how they're digesting protein. Are they breaking it down? Because that also plays a role. Typically, as you get older, you need more protein per meal, so bigger portion of protein per meal. And typically, you have less stomach acid, and the labs would show it, and then that needs to be addressed there as well, right? Where maybe we can go up a little bit more with the protein as someone gets older, play with digestive enzymes and amino acids. And the reason I bring those up is it's not just about protein and chasing those numbers. It's also, are you absorbing it? Are you utilizing it? What types of protein are you getting to get all the amino acids in, right? So if someone has a very one-sided way of eating, let's say vegetarian or vegan or even just chicken, well, you're missing out on certain amino acids. And if you're not getting them in via diet, then you will be still deficient there, even though you're hitting that protein number and the sweet spot, because it's not just protein. It's really your body will break down the protein into amino acids, and that's what is then the raw material that the body uses.
And I guess when we're looking at that blood work, that was actually my next question. And when we look at the blood work that, you're doing with clients, I guess what biomarkers are you looking for, and what things does that kind of help you in guiding the process with a client?
So we look at 95 biomarkers right now. We've increased them over the years. Used to be like 3, 4 in the beginning, and more is not always better, but in this case, more data does give us more insight. And we look at sugar, so blood sugar, liver function, kidney, which has also protein numbers in there, thyroid function, sex hormones, so testosterone, estrogen, DHEA, white blood cells, red blood cells, so organ function, sugar, lipids, metabolism there. And that gives us a big picture overview of someone's health markers, organ function, and hormones, so like 3 main categories, and see where they're deficient at and reverse that with lifestyle habits, lifestyle changes, diet, and supplements, and also adjusting the macros and the strategy and the plan there based on that. So let's say someone has very high glucose, A1C is high, very insulin resistant. Typically, they will respond better to a lower carb diet. I know a lot of people say like, "Oh, it doesn't matter; it's all calories." Well,
Quality matters.
When we look at the very big studies, yes, but I've seen smaller studies, and I've seen with the clients, they drop more, they feel better, they digest food better, they sleep better. So it does matter. Let's say someone has very low insulin, they will respond better to a high carb diet. And then we can look at lipids. If their cholesterol is super high, LDL, HDL, whatever marker that is. If they have a very fatty liver, are they not digesting fats? Okay, why are they not digesting fats? I don't want to get too much in the weeds here.
Oh, sure.